Hi guys, bear with me because I misplaced my tripod. I'm here to talk to you about various housing incentives that I think we should take advantage of. Well, some of us can take advantage of it, and it might help slow down the speed of gentrification that's going on in many communities. The first one I want to talk about, excuse me if I look down, but I have some notes written on the side to help me out. There's the Good Neighbor Next Door program that's available to teachers, firefighters, EMT workers, and police officers. It's through HUD. You get 50% off of any home that you see listed there. Now, it's not available in all states, and it's not available in some states some of the time. So you will have to check periodically to see if there's any home listed under HUD for that particular state and that particular city. Now, the states and the cities that don't offer that, they normally do offer a comparable program. For example, in New York, there's something called NYPD Home, which is for police officers. And then there's also another program, Teach NYC, which is for math, science, and special ed teachers. And what you do, how you get involved in that program is you have to have been working at least 2 years as a full-time teacher or a full-time police officer. And you get 95 to 100% off on any home. It doesn't have to be a HUD home. On any home that you choose. And I think that's great because a lot of teachers and a lot of police officers, they may work here in New York City, but because the price is so high, a lot of times they live in another town, like they might live in Long Island. And Long Island might be nice, it might be more affordable in some aspects, but in some aspects it's more expensive in my opinion because their taxes is like $20,000 and I can't do that. So I think it's a great program to take advantage of, especially with who we have now as president. You don't know how long that program is going to be available to you. So since it's still around, I think you should definitely take advantage of that program. And the other thing, too, I forgot to mention is that they do offer, I believe it's $3,500 towards your closing costs. So again, this program is called the Good Neighbor Program under HUD. It's pretty much the same. It just has a different name in New York. In New York is NYPD Home and Teach NYC. And basically the same requirements. The only difference is that HUD, it has to be 1 year, while NYPD Home and it has to be a single family. But with NYPD and Teach, it does not have to be a single family, and it does not have to be a HUD home. So I think those are great programs to get involved in. The other program I wanted to mention is that for community based organizations and faith-based organizations, you get 30% off the price of a HUD home. And I think that more churches and more community organizations, instead of just talking and complaining about gentrification, I think you should look into real estate and buying some of these HUD homes. Some of these HUD homes, by the way, go for $1, by the way, just saying. You should look into it, and you should purchase these homes that are in your communities, and you should revitalize them. Now, there's another issue that I want to point out. Not every neighborhood is considered to be, by the government, a revitalization neighborhood, a neighborhood that they're interested in bringing up. So what you can do is you can call FHA, and you can ask them, please consider my neighborhood or a neighborhood that you are familiar with part of your revitalization program. And it would be considered. But of course, by yourself, you might not get too much action. There's strength in numbers. So the more of you complain together, write letters together, send emails together, and say, hey, we want to turn this neighborhood around. We want to keep the people, hardworking people in this neighborhood. We want to give them something affordable. The more of you that do those things, the more the government will listen to you. And then the other thing that you have to do, which I know many of you have not been doing, is you have to vote the right people into office. Stop only going to presidential elections, and some of you don't even do that. That is why many neighborhoods are not doing as well as they should. We don't have good political representation. All right, bye for now. I'm going to come back later, and I'm going to talk about the artist programs that are available, because this is going to be a little bit too long, and it's not available in all states and cities. I'll also after I give the second video, I'll put the links to the HUD and to NYPD Home and Teach NYC, so that you guys can just click on that and you can either pick a home or get more information on the program. Thanks. Bye.